So it's good that you guys are joining this webinar. Today I want to show you a few hot off-plan locations where you can jump in at a low price per square foot, at an adequate price per square foot, however you want to put it. I want to show you locations that has a high probability of increasing in prices, which means great capital appreciation, and also where the rental yield escalations are on an upward trajectory every single year. So the first location, without waffling too much, is going to be Studio City. Studio City is a underestimated location. If you look at the geographical position of Studio City, it is amongst major townhouse and villa communities and golf course communities. Right to the left of it is Tel Al Gaf. We all know what's happening in Tel Al Gaf, and the tremendous capital appreciation that we've seen there has been unprecedented. Then we've got the Mac Lagoons. The resale activity in the Mac Lagoons hit record highs in 2024 and is probably going to be a very successful villa community. And then the Mac Hills 1, which is an established villa community. And then we've got the Ranches families to the right in the corner, Ranches 1 and Ranches 2 just below that. The reason I'm talking about these villa communities when speaking about Studio City is because you need to understand the demand from people of that demographic is higher than you would find in an apartment buyer demographic. What I mean by that is that the people who live in these villa communities have families. The census show that there is an average of 5 people per household. Now, if you think about a mom, dad, and kids in one villa, and there's thousands of these villas right around your community, you have to be very sure that the government has looked after the infrastructure around this community, and that these communities being here has lifted the quality of life, and the convenience factor is already there. Because if you can't get your kids to a mall as quickly as possible because they're crying, they want to go eat or they want to go play, you bet your bottom that the developers have already catered to that demographic to make sure that a life of convenience is at your doorstep. So Dubai Studio City, being tremendously underdeveloped, will benefit from all of the advantages that these prominent villa communities are already taking advantage of. Now, when I look at Studio City, I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 options. Out of these 11 options, 4 of them are already sold out, and the rest are near to being sold out and on sale. The best product within Studio City is a product by Prescott called Verano. Starting price is at $660,000. That's not what I want to show you. First, I want to show you, my friend just arrived in Dubai. The first thing that I want to show you is the sales activity for one beds, for example, over the last year. Prices in Studio City has increased by 43%, the average price. The price per square foot has increased by 72%, and the activity has surged. 143 transactions for one beds in that location that I just showed you that has no buildings, because there is a demand. There are new buildings handing over. Samana is handing over. A couple of others have handed over and have done a really good job. And there are a few units under construction, but not a lot of supply coming to the market. So that means that the price per square foot is relatively low in comparison to other locations like JVC, for example, where the price per square foot has increased 100-fold. Not that much, but you know what I'm trying to say. When we look at Verano by Prescott, I'm extremely impressed by what they are developing here. We've got, first of all, amenities is extremely important in any given building. If you've got podium level and rooftop amenities in a low-rise community, you are miles in front of everyone else trying to build something of significance. If you just look architecturally, this building is very nice. It's very appealing. Interiors, gorgeous. You know, the kitchens and the bathrooms are delivered exactly like that at a very, very high standard and very high quality. Very elegant lobby. Really important. Let's watch this video together. Very important to have a clubhouse. Extremely important. You'll get that kitchen exactly like that. You'll get the bathroom exactly like that. Okay. We've seen enough. I just love the way that they're presenting their product, and there's also a showroom if you wanted to go see it. Bosch appliances, fully equipped kitchen. Then the amenities: lazy river, resort pool, bar seating area, barbecue area. I don't even have a barbecue area. I live in an EMAR community. Business lounge, fitness studio, etc. Prices and sizes. The studio sizes, 426 square foot, is on par with the sizes that you will find. It's actually a lot larger than the average studio in this location by certain other developers that I will not speak about. So the studio is at 660,000. The one bedrooms starting at 960,000. And what I see on this floor plan is that it's a one bed plus study. So that increases the value. That will also increase your capital appreciation, but also your rental yield. When you have a couple, people love to work from home that live in this location. Overall, that's going to be a sentiment that carries through all communities to offer residents a place to work from home. So they've got the business center within the building, but also offer a study within the one bedroom apartments, walk-in wardrobes, ensuite bathroom, and a powder room. I absolutely love this. Super good value for money at a 60-40 payment plan. So I've showed you Studio City one bedrooms. Let's look at two bedrooms. If you were to buy a two bedroom in Studio City, the average prices will still increase, but because they have increased by 18% over the last year, square footage price and the transaction activity is also going up, which is great. Let's look at the rental activity for two bedrooms in Studio City to see if that is going to be on par. Yeah, there's not a lot of two bedrooms for rent in Studio City. The average rentals are increasing 10% per year, which is great. Let's look at what one bedrooms has to offer us here. One bedrooms are also increasing the pricing by 25% per year. The average rental for one bedroom is 70,000. So if you look at the pricing for one bedroom with Verano at 960, we're looking at a 7 to 8% net rental yield, which is great. So anyway, let's carry on. The next location is going to be Sports City. Dubai is very literal with the naming of their compounds or their communities. Sports City is a mix of high-rise buildings, low-rise buildings, and then also villas. All the villas is Victory Heights. Victory Heights is around Els Club, which is Ernie Els, which is a beautiful golf course and a beautiful golf club where you can have breakfast every morning, especially on the weekends. It's gorgeous. Recently, a project launched 3 days later, sold out. The pricing was incredible. Sorry you missed out, but the reason I mention this community is because there are many other launches coming to this community that you can still benefit from. So Sports City is probably one of those locations where the most sport facilities are located. As you can see here, huge sport facility center with cricket clubs and athletic clubs and rugby clubs and tennis and paddle and everything. What you also find in this location is the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, where the T20 is hosted, and also that American sport that you hold the bat with, baseball, is also hosted here. To show you some projects that I feel has good value. Okay, Condo Golf Links, it's a bit contradicting. Well, not contradicting, but it's hard because 3 days later they sold out. They still have a couple of units left. The reason for that is because the way that this building was constructed, all of your one bedrooms had full golf course facing views. So if I zoom in slightly, you will see that there is this is the building, the one that looks like a K. And it has full golf course views, this entire fairway you can see. And all of the one bedrooms were on the front side of this building. So a bit of a different take on that. Another building that is quite interesting is the Community Sports Arena. I think the value for money in terms of price per square foot value that is unlocked by the sizes that you do get on offer here is really good. So it's a U-shaped building. It is, I'll show you where it's located exactly. It's got rooftop amenities and also amenities within the building. To show you exactly where it is, I've got the map here. To show exactly where it is this is where it's located. It's busy being constructed, and in front of it, no one's going to be building here. This is going to be green, and then you have a water view, Dubai Sports City water view over here. I think there is a fountain or something like that. But anyway, this project, the project information further on, they've got multiple amenities within this entire building. It's going to be a standout project. Let's just look at the pricing and sizes. 1.1 million for one bedroom at over 880 square feet. Now, this is close to the two-bedroom size for very well-known developers. All right, so you get up to almost 1,000 square foot for 1.2 million. It's incredible. When we look at two bedrooms, 1.9 million, 1,500 square feet. These are big units. Aqua Developers, very good developer, very dependable and reputable, very nice building. Interior-wise, this is what you can expect to get delivered. Sorry, that was a bit quick. The kitchen, you will get it exactly as you see it, and the bathrooms, you will get it exactly as you see it. Just to review the floor plan again, as you walk in, big open plan space, corner kitchen, powder room, ensuite bathroom, and a master bedroom with a large balcony access from the bedroom and the lounge. These are nice. I really like these. Let's look at Sport City statistics. Dubai Sport City. Okay. Rentals, one beds. Well, sales, one beds over the last year. So over the last year, the average price has increased by 20%. So that's 20% capital appreciation in 1 year. The average increase in price per square foot also 20%, and the transaction volumes for one beds have continued to increase by 20%. So again, the question, what do I buy in this community? You buy what is selling. What is selling? One beds are definitely selling. Let's look at the activity for two bedrooms. This might be a surprise. It might not be that good. Okay. So it seems like it's okay. 20% median price increase over the last 12 months. We chose 1 year, 12 months. The average price per square foot increases by 25%, and the transactions also up by nearly 30%. Now let's look at the rental activity for renewals and new contracts for two bedrooms. Okay, so it shows here that the average price for a new rental contract for two bedroom is 80,000, which I don't think is going to be accurate for everything. It really depends on where that building is, the quality of that building, because in Sport City, a lot of the buildings are old and they have been there since the beginning of time. But regardless, if you buy something now and it's going to hand over in 2.5 to 3 years, you can take that 23%, deduct a few basis points from that, just assuming that the market will not increase at that rapid rate. But in this location, it will for various reasons, which we can discuss. But assume you'll get an 18% annual appreciation. That's what you can work on when you work out your capital appreciation over the construction period of this building. Assuming these type of figures. Let's look at the escalations in rent for one bedrooms. Might be a surprise, might be horrible. Hey, it's not. 22% average, so you can use the same methodology that I just explained for the two bedrooms, for the one bedrooms, to project what that rental income is going to be by the time that the building hands over. I know I'm running through this very quickly, but I know you are strapped for time. You don't You use Facebook, you use YouTube to get information, get in, get out. There's a location that has recently been converted into freehold. It was leasehold forever, and now it's freehold. It was called Satwa, now it is called Jumeirah Garden Village. Jumeirah Garden Village is now the focus of most of the developers, okay? So this is where it is located, and this is where downtown is. So it's just adjacent to downtown. It is right next to the Museum of the Future. It's right next to the Emirates Towers. It's right next to Sheikh Zayed Road and DIFC. It's right next to the Zabil Park and the Trade Center area and Dubai Frame. So this is probably the closest freehold location where you are going to buy apartments for 1 million to 2 million dirham, brand new, this close to the beach. Look how close that is to the beach. We say this is where we are investing. That's how close you are to the beach. A 15-minute drive to the beach, and you don't have to cross major roads to get there. You can take a bicycle. That's amazing. Let's look at the investment map here by Really, and we'll find a product to look at in Jumeirah Garden Village Circle. Let's choose object 1. They might not have inventory in this building anymore, but again, it is an interesting investment nonetheless. So this is the building from the outside. This is a corner building, which is great. Most of the units here will be corner buildings because the plots are relatively small. I think there will only be like 4 buildings per plot, depending on how big that plot is, of course. Interior of the building, object 1, developer who's building their name. They want to be synonymous with quality. This is how they are going to deliver your kitchen. This is how they're going to deliver your wardrobes. This is how they are going to deliver your bathrooms at a very high execution of quality. And then Dennis does an investor breakdown over here for us. Let's have a quick look.
Guys, in this video, I want to explain you how you can pitch this project to your investor and
I'm pitching it to you.
Purchase for him. First of all, let's start with the location. It's very unique location because before it used to be a leasehold area, so only a GCC buyers could buy over there, and you can explain it to your client. And a few years back it was converted to the freehold. So right now we have a prime location that is a freehold, and over there your investor can purchase the property. Why this location is prime? Literally it's very close to the downtown, and like it's almost across the road from the DFC and from Museum
and the
of
beach.
The Future. In DFC
beach is
there is
10
a
minutes
huge
away.
problem with the traffic, and people who work over there, they are trying to find a solution where they can live nearby DFC, so they will not use.
Also to add what he says, also to add what he says, there's also access to the metro station. To your area, there's multiple metro station access points as well.
The car. And on the other side, we have as well City Walk, which is a very popular area in Dubai as well.
Comparable
so location-wise, it's incredible, and there is a very big opportunity right now, again, because before it was a leasehold, now it's a freehold, and everybody can participate over there. On top of that, if you take a look at the location of the project, what I really like that around this project, the plots have only permission of G+2. So it means that from the apartments and from the infinity swimming pool, there will be a very good view towards the downtown and towards the Burj Khalifa. Talking about the demand, we already can see that the rent in this area can be like very high. There is a project that is called Eden, which was built by H&H. They were not selling this project, they are renting it out, and the rent there for one bedroom apartment is above 200,000. It's like 230,000 for this area. The apartments there comes as serviced, so we will not use this price range to get the ROI in this project, but still you can see that people are paying there a very high rent, and there is a very big demand for that location because it's almost impossible to find something vacant in Eden. Talking about our project, it's a fully furnished project, but not serviced. So still your investor will save money on furnishing the units, and he can get a higher rent when he's renting it. And this project was designed for investors. So there are studios and one beds only. So it can be an ideal option for the short-term rent or for the long-term rent. Then an investor can get over here as well a very good payment plan, which is 50-50. Right now it's difficult to find, especially if you're talking about government-owned developers. They're asking 80%, 90%. Here we have 50-50. The last payment of 50% can be covered by the mortgage, which is a good sign. And developer here made as well an extra step, and he introduced payment plan that is linked to the construction progress. So some of the installments are linked to the specific milestones of the construction, which brings additional.
Like, I'm cautious of your time. I think he's highlighted a few vital points. Fully furnished, it's investor friendly, it's a high rental yield location that will benefit you as an investor, and also reselling this unit at a profit because the rental is going to be this great for the next buyer is an obvious benefit for you to have. Multiple amenities within this location, within this building, studios 380 to 515, million to 1.2, 1.7 to 2.1 million. For this location, this close to the beach, man, it is positioned really well. So it's 50-50 payment plan. I don't know if there's going to be any statistics because recently that location was converted into a freehold. So that's why we won't have any statistics to show you on that. Let's run through the next area on another video. I know that you are pressed for time. This video is already way too long, but I wanted to show you hot areas to invest. There's a link in the description of this video that takes you to my calendar. It's a free 30-minute consultation with me where I go through the points that I just discussed to identify what type of investments and developments would be good for you in the future that you can take advantage of and win like everyone else has won. I am your real estate mate, because clearly everybody needs a mate in real estate. I'll see you on the next webinar.